Hello friends, in this video I'll talk about Sprint Kickoff. Sprint Kickoff is a agile ceremony where it will officially start the sprint. As I said in my previous video, sprint is maximum 2 weeks cycle where team is committed to deliver some little piece of functionality into the application. As the agility model, Sprint Kickoff is very important and is required. Until sprint kickoff happens, nobody are expected to officially start the work. In the sprint kickoff, every scrum team and their members are expected to be in that meeting. Sprint kickoff meeting will last 5 to 10 minutes as most. In this meeting, we are not here to explain what each of this user story is going to do. We are here to let the team know what this team is working on. You might work in an organization where there are various teams, various Scrum teams that are developing and then testing and then all these things, but then they are working on one single application, and somebody's working on bottom of the application, somebody's working on payroll side, somebody's working on application onboarding stuff and all that, all different applications. Then what happens is you don't want to create any dependencies within the team, and then that's the main purpose in this kickoff. When we go there, then product owner will officially start the kickoff meeting in front of every team members. If you watch my previous video, we talked about this, but before the kickoff starts, these are the activities we would be doing. That happens before. So number one, if you see number one, we did get the high level product, desirable product requirement from the product owner, so the product owner gets these things from the customer. Then after that we get BA involved into those requirements. BA will then gets estimated over the over the Scrum team. So Scrum team, BA will bring this up to the Scrum team and they will get the LOE. LOE stands for level of estimate. So they will give a high level estimate on how many weeks they will take. So these are the high level estimates, normally are counted onto the t-shirt sizing. So t-shirt sizing could be medium, large, small, just like your t-shirt. That's all what we do. So once business analyst gets those, business analyst will then break that requirement into small chunks, or also known as the user stories. So once the business are divided into the user stories, those requirements divided into the user stories, they will get smaller pieces. And then during the grooming, based on what the technicalities of those user stories are defined through the developers, they ask questions and answers and all the complications and whatever areas of the application gets involved or impacted. Based on all these complications, this user story will then may require to further break it down. This all happens during the grooming. After the grooming happens, what happens next is that getting the story points. Story points is basically the estimates for that one user stories. The best practice is considered to be not have a story point that is higher than 8 point. Usually 8 point is considered to be a week worth of work. And then you get 5, 3, they are basically just the estimate of what the team effort would be in order to deliver that story. We're going to talk more details about story pointing in other videos. Okay, so let's move on. Once business analyst will get this story points for estimates for that user story to be delivered, Then based on that all different user stories that are being told, the BA will then collect them all together, and they will then decide, get the prioritized based on what you do, and based on all those priorities, product owner and or business analyst will then define which priorities will go then when, right? After that all thing gets prioritized, that's where we are here. Okay, that's where we are here. So this may be team A, this is team A. Okay, so this is team A, this is team B, and this is team C. You have all different Scrum team members. They all go through same route in order to get selection of the user stories. Once they get all this user stories selected, so maybe A has all small user stories, but they have more numbers, but this all means that whatever stories you pick, that should be finished within that 2 cycle of the sprint. Once you finalize this, that's when officially they will start the sprint. This kickoff meeting starts with product owner, business analyst, and all developers, scrum masters. Every scrum team member are expected to be there. And then the product owner will define that, okay, this team is delivering this many stories into this sprint. Team B is delivering 4 user stories, working on these various things. Team C is delivering these things, working on various things. And then they will ask, is there any dependencies with each one of this team? And they say yes or no. And then they're going to talk about, if there's no dependencies, okay, you have any questions? No. Okay, then boom, they'll start. That's how the kickoff gets started. It is very quick meeting, 5 to 10 minutes is at most, and that's all what we do in the kickoff. Okay, let's go back to work. This is all for kickoff meeting. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please continue to subscribe my channel and like my videos. We'll see you in next video. Thank you for watching.